independent film, there's a huge range in budgets. So not even necessarily aiming for theatrical, let's just use the VOD, SVOD model and foreign sales. What do you think the market is supporting budget-wise? What returns?
If you know it's not going to be a theatrical film, it has virtually no chance, except for maybe a VOD-oriented theatrical, which, you know, more often than not, those are films that really don't really warrant a true theatrical. It's a constructed theatrical to engineer the VOD release.
Yeah.
The budget shouldn't be very high, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll never get your money back.
So we're talking in the few $100,000 if you don't have cast, up to.
But even then, that's tough. That range is tough because it's hard to get. Not every film can be day and date VOD either.
Right.
So I don't recommend a lot of that filmmaking in that budget. I really don't. The world has changed.
Okay.
I think people should be in the $1 to $2 million range on their first film, or close to it anyway.
Okay.
And have some cast. Most of the money may be going to the cast.
That's right.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Right.
Hopefully you have a really strong piece of material that actors are attracted to, and they'll work for not a lot of money. But you may have to overpay to get them.
And what is a $1 to $2 million film looking like on the minimum guarantee side? What can filmmakers expect that MG to be? Because it's not generally the exact amount that you spent on the film.
It's not impossible to hit it out of the park.
Okay.
And get a big number.
Really?
It's not impossible.
So
if you make the film turns out, I mean, it's hard to do a great film for $1 million, but maybe $2 million.
Okay.
If the film works out and you've got some cast in there somehow, which is again not easy, but and you get it into Sundance or Toronto, and you catch the right market, things are working in your favor, and you have the right sales agent, you might get lucky and get your whole budget out.
Wow, just from the domestic MG.
You might. It's been done.
Wow.
That's what you always want to shoot for.
Right.
Getting domestic to cover your budget and your foreign's your profit.
Right.
In reality, that almost never happens.
Right. So in reality, what is it?
I'll tell you a quick little anecdote.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say what it was, but I recently was trying to pre-buy a film.
Okay.
It's actually in post. We were just trying to buy it before it
got released.
It's going to be in Sundance, almost definitely. Wow. We're trying to get it now. And they asked us for the budget of the film as an advance. Did you agree? We did not agree. So you didn't get the film? Or is it still in negotiation? Still talking. You never know. Still talking. But the budget was several $1 million. There was no way we were going to pay that. Right. So they wanted to hold on. They said, we got our film made. We want to take our shot at Sundance. Wow. So we're just going to keep talking to them and see what happens. Right. Because sometimes you'll pay the MG, which will be, if it was in their case, they got everything they wanted, it would be the budget. But then you guys, as a distributor, would still have to put up a lot more money for P&A to get that movie seen. So it's a bigger risk when you're paying a bigger MG. Remember, a distributor, when they pay an MG, they also have to, if it's a theatrical film, put up that P&A. It's almost like a double risk, you know. Right. Filmmakers tend to forget about that P&A, but it may stop us from paying a bigger MG, because when we run our numbers, that P&A is hard to get past. You know, right. It's a bigger risk. We have two pots to fill, recover. Yeah. Yeah. So on that film, whatever they don't get domestically, they'll try to get foreign, and then that'll be the icing on the cake. Yeah. If they get there. Hopefully. Gary, you have been so incredibly knowledgeable, and I'm sure everyone's learned so much more about distribution and foreign sales than they knew before they started watching this. So thank you so much for coming and talking to me. It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks.